Welcome to part 3 of our interview with an American who recently moved to Dublin, Ireland. In this segment, we ask the question, what surprised you the most about Dublin? What was one of your biggest surprises here? One of the things that you didn't really expect that you ended up enjoying and tell people, hey, this is one of the things that really makes Dublin or Ireland really enjoyable.
One of the things that does make really Dublin, Ireland very enjoyable is the transportation. I mean, aside from today's story, which we'll get to in a bit. So I'm still getting used to public transportation because back in Los Angeles, I would always drive everywhere. And getting anywhere in Los Angeles is a headache because you're spending an hour and a half to 2 hours in traffic on a day-to-day basis and getting to work. Like, let's say if I had to be at work at 9 o'clock, I would leave at 7 o'clock, and 6:37 in the morning just to be there on time because you would never predict what would happen, throughout the day. Traffic, I live 30 minutes away.
Wow.
And it would take 2 hours.
That's crazy. I didn't think there'd be places that much worse than Dublin with traffic like that.
It gets pretty bad in Los Angeles. But what really does help it in Dublin is the buses, which we'll get to in a minute. The trains. The DART system is really well done, the LUAS. And one thing I would suggest too, if you're moving to Dublin, which I wish I kind of did a little more research on when I was moving, is trying to see if you can find a place to live on the LUAS line. So if you're like, okay, I work in the city center, how do I get into the city center? Look at Sandyford. Look at living there, because the LUAS line will take you directly from Sandyford to Dublin city center. So those are the kind of things, I would have people who are wanting to move to Dublin think about as well. But which bus do you want to take? That takes you into work. How do you get to the DART? Things like that.
Yeah, we couldn't have been much help to him because we walk everywhere. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, and I try to walk everywhere, but I get tired and lazy, and I don't want to do that all the time. And I don't want to walk 30 minutes to work also every day back and forth with stuff. So the bus is my option because it's like right out, it's 5 minutes to walk to the bus stop. It's right there, and I take the bus board to take me to Dillier Street. Get off there and work's right around the corner.
So you've been teasing us with this bus story for a while.
Yeah. So today was an interesting bus story. When I was coming to meet Samora and Julia to do this episode, I kind of got lost. That was not great. And the way I got lost was because, so Google Maps is very interesting. It's not like in London where it's actually really well done with the buses, with the tube and stuff, and it shows you which side you want to be on for the public transportation, how delayed it is and everything like in London. But here, what Google Maps does, so there's buses that go into town, buses that go to the airport or away from town. And they're on two separate sides of the stop. And being new still, I finally learned that today. I got on the bus, going the wrong direction for 20 minutes, 30 minutes straight, realizing, wait a minute, why am I going the wrong way? And then I hit the stop button, get off, then I ask somebody locally, it's like, hey, I want to get to Camden Street or wherever Julia and Samora live. And I wanted to get there, and then I got off 30 minutes into the ride, realizing I was going the wrong way. Then I went onto the other side of the street where it goes into the city, got onto the bus on that side of the street. Then I'm like, okay, now I'm there. But on top of that, getting here, I was, I got up 5 stops earlier, which you don't want to do because then you have to walk 10 minutes more to get where you want to go. And so you just have to figure it out, especially because I'm still getting used to how things look in the dark or there's any new area because I'm only really familiar with the area that I live in. So and getting here was okay, it's weird that the Google Maps says you want to get off on this area, but sometimes the bus driver is new to the route, doesn't know the name. And that's what happened to me. I got on the bus that was supposed to take me here, but the bus driver goes, look, I don't know that area. It's like, dude, it's right here. Look at it. So I got on Google Maps, bus stop 1286 or whatever. And so I showed them that, but then I asked somebody who was waiting for another bus, and then he explained it to me. And a lot of locals will know Dublin really, really well. And so if you ever get lost, just ask one of them, or just go into a store and ask people, and they'll point you the right direction and help you get around. And honestly, like getting around in Dublin too, if you get lost in the city center, just look at the sky, you'll see a spire, walk there, then you can go anywhere that you need to go.
Yep. We found a really interesting name for that once when we were on a tour. What was it?
Locals like to give all the statues names that rhyme. So the spire is also the stiletto in the ghetto.
That's really funny. I haven't heard that one yet.
That's the only YouTube friendly name to tell.
So it was just so interesting because like I thought I had the bus system nailed down, but once I realized that okay, the bus doesn't go in a circle and then go the other way, you know, then I realized okay, then I need to be on the other side to go into town. It's two different directions. So I was almost towards the airport today. I was like, crap.
He's almost gonna leave us.
Yeah. Bye, Dublin. It's good knowing you.
The country.
Yeah. So that was my story of the bus route. So people who are coming here, just make sure that you get on the right side of the bus route. Even though it's a 16 on the left, on this side, it's going towards the wrong other way. And if it's a 16 on that side, will take you more towards the city. So, and that's how I learned.
I hope you enjoyed that segment of the interview. Give us a like and leave a comment with any questions you have. And of course, do subscribe to catch other parts of the interview and more content like this. Check out some of our other videos coming up, and we'll see you next time. Bis später!